Welcome back to Football Manager here on the ChesnoidGaming channel. Thank you for your fantastic support over the weekend for episodes 1 and 2 here at Chelsea. Episode 1 went very well. Episode 2, not quite so much in terms of on the pitch, but we certainly did spend a few pennies and brought in a number of new players who haven't necessarily hit the ground running, but we've got plenty of time this season, we hope, provided I don't get sacked, to get them up to speed, up and running, and fingers crossed, points on the board. We are currently not necessarily performing that well in the Premier League. If we have a look at the Prem table, you can see that we're 13th with 4 points from 4 games, but there are certainly other sides around that should be doing better than they are. So I'm not gonna rush into any conclusions that we're rubbish just yet. So fingers crossed with our fixtures today, which we have accordingly. I'm still learning the layout. It's going to be on a portal. I've got my shortcut, haven't I? Fixtures up here. We've got Inter Milan at home in the Champions League to start. Probably not going to go that well. Manchester United away in the Premier League, then Burnley in the Carabao Cup, and we might well get as far as Brighton today as well. I'm in a small recording window at the moment, but if you're continually enjoying the FM content and would love to see more of it, please do drop the video a thumbs up. I'd very much appreciate it. Leave your continued feedback on the comment section down below as well. Helps continually push the content to new audiences, and goes without saying, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to make sure you don't miss out on more. Links in the description down below, even though I'm pointing upwards, for the stream on Twitch and Kick, although we do stream it here on YouTube as well. And we will be streaming it again pretty much most of the core of the day on Friday too. So expect more content over the weekend for FM as well. And once I've got a window at the end of the week here where I'm not going to be able to work much at all because my partner's having an operation and needs recovery time, so I'm on daddy duty. So there's a window where I'm not going to be able to record much, but then as soon as we're back in action, we are back in action. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the Football Manager content. We've got our licenses fixed for the time being. So Inter are called Inter now, etc. I am in the processes of finding a logo pack that works for FM26, but let's just start cracking on so we can get ourselves towards the game against Inter Milan and hope that we don't poop the bed in it. Inter Milan line up as follows with Jan Sommer. I think they're playing a back three, rather unsurprisingly. Akanji, Acerbi and Bastoni, with Dumfries on the right and presumably DeMarco on the left. Then Giannanoglu and Barella behind Mkhitaryan, Thuram and Martinez. Thuram maybe slightly wide left, Mkhitaryan slightly like inside left, inside right, and then Martinez through the middle. I always forget there is a formation line up there, so I might actually be incorrect in that. First game, of course, of the Champions League weekend. Or Champions League league phase. The champions! Imagine that that's in the background, not copyright striking me because I've turned the music off. It's raining at Stamford Bridge. Ground looks fantastic, though. I've still not got in-game audio on because it was a little bit odd when we first started the save. Hopefully, at some point in the not-too-distant future, we'll be able to turn the in-game audio on and it will sound as intended, I'm sure, because at the minute it's a little bit odd. The ball, when they kick the ball, it sounds like you're kicking it in an empty sports hall, which just sounds weird and is quite jarring. Liam Delap, lovely ball. Cole Palmer, 1-0 Chelsea, and looking at the lino and onside as well. That is superb. My instinct is to go shout, praise. Shouts aren't in the game anymore. From this year moving forward. Whether they return at some point, I'm not sure. But in 26 at the minute, they are not a thing. Vaneka recycles the ball. Who played the through ball? Was it Ruben Neves? No, Ruben Neves to Gusto. Gusto to Trevor Chalobah. Chalobah to Delap. Delap, to be fair, an assist on his first start is actually very, very good indeed. And it's a good through ball too. Well, Cole Palmer on his left foot. You expect him to finish in moments like that. And he has done in the 5th minute. Chelsea lead against Inter Milan. Giannanoglu here with a free kick for Inter. You know his set-piece delivery is going to be good. Is Bastoni onside? He's not, because immediately it just says disallowed goal offside. I imagine it will go to VAR, but hopefully they will just decide immediately that he was off. He did look off, and the goal won't stand. Good. Goal decision disallowed. Thank you. We are going to need to switch on more at the back. That has been a frustration, hasn't it, in the first few games, that we have been rather low on concentration levels. And certainly, whichever defender that was back there with him, went with and should have just held the line. Otherwise, he'd have been 10 yards offside, not 2. Now here they come again with DeMarco now having a free kick opportunity. He's going to play it around, and they've just used the exact same technique and set play from the training ground, and they've gotten it wrong again. It's a Cherby this time, not Bastoni. Hopefully the defence will just read that every time now. That's twice in quick succession they've tried the same set-piece routine, and it has failed on both occasions. Again, 2 go back with him here, but definitely offside. We need to stop giving away free kicks, I think. And not very well cleared by Jan-Paul van Ecke. Lautaro over the top. Marcus Thuram is onside here, and thump. Wow. I thought he was onside at first glance. The lino disagrees. We'll wait and see on this occasion. Checking the goal. I think they're going to give this one. No, it's been wow. Inter have scored 3 times, and none of them are going to count. Either we're getting, and that's really tight, either we're getting very lucky, or our defensive setup is pinpoint. It's probably the former, isn't it? 2 minutes added on at the end of the half, as you can see, top middle. And, well, we are there. It's half-time at Stamford Bridge, but despite being 1-0 up, that was not a comfortable half at all. That's a lovely through ball. Thuram's in. It's turned well. I mean, it's just unbelievably awful defending. And Inter have taken 6 minutes to score their 4th goal of the night to make it 1-1. He's got there. He spun one defender. And nobody's doing it. Close him down! You all just stood there looking at that. It's horrendous. Just absolutely disgusting. We seem to be a bit better now. Even though we've seen less of the ball, we've not seen him to create anywhere near as many chances. They've put on Zielinski for Mkhitaryan here in midfield. I was just about to maybe have the commentator's curse where I say I think we might be able to see this one out. Malagusto down the line to Bino Gittins, around the corner to Cole Palmer. On the attack here, into the space. Oh. And that is why previously I'd set shots from distance to discourage. I just changed it to balanced, and that's what I've ended up with. So we'll discourage shots from distance again. Well, to be fair, it shouldn't have changed the default tactic for the next game. It's a point against Inter. The luckiest point we will ever see. They had 3 goals disallowed. Right, now we travel to Old Trafford. We've made some tactical changes. Delap keeps his starting spot after his assist against Inter Milan. Reece James is restored to the starting lineup alongside Wesley Fofana and Enzo Fernandez. Yoel Hato, however, starts for an underperforming Marc Cucurella in that game against Inter, dropped for having a pretty terrible game. You can see the lineup that Man United are going with. I think they're playing a 5-back-2. Look, there you go. It's basically a very similar formation to Inter, actually, with presumably Bruno and Mason Mount sat behind Brian and Burmo. Šeško on the bench. Man United have been underwhelming in the Premier League thus far, but it's time to put this poor run of form to bed. So I would have liked to still be able to give the team talk with a certain impetus. With like a... I guess it's part of the shout system not being there, but to like do like a laid back one or throw the water bottle or... You know what I mean? Nice. Using Bino Gittins has been key to our play so far. Cole Palmer. Square it! Square it! Never mind, don't worry. Don't worry, Cole. You do whatever the hell you like, mate. That's why we gave you the free roll. Cole Palmer scores for Chelsea again. The highlight from kickoff. Took a while to actually come of anything, but eventually very much did. I think Bino Gittins should get the assist there, really, I think. That's not fair for... not to say no assists. I know Cole Palmer did a lot of the hard work, but Bino Gittins definitely gave him the ball. Not too far away after he made the run. Chelsea score early doors, and hopefully this time we'll hold on to it. Well, fingers crossed. Dare I say, build on it. Oh, Manchester United highlight. Luke Shaw with the corner. They don't have eyes, which is quite peculiar. Oh, good. Any sort of defence at all in this Chelsea side would be wonderful. No one is doing any defending, seemingly ever. 1-1. Gittins. Palmer's there. Not going to need him. Gittins on the way. Square it, square it, square it. He tried at least. Yoral Harto. Edge of the box. Caicedo's there. Beats his man. Caicedo's still there. Gittins. Caicedo's still there. Gittins. Oh! Van Ecke does well. Come on. We've done nothing but defend. That's a lovely ball. Cole! You got to take those chances when you get them. That is indeed a massive chance, as it said in commentary. Built well, but executed poorly. Here's Dorgu down the left for Man United now from open play. Mason Mount scores against his former team. And in the 70th minute, we trail. I am not having a great time at Chelsea at the moment, to be honest. I think maybe, I don't know, a lot of goals seem to be coming from out wide. I'm not gonna take anything at face value initially. We're gonna wait and see if anything comes out in the wash. Because again, look, their defenders are just watching the play as well. But Liam Delap to Cole Palmer seems to be a good route to goal, doesn't it? We've equalised. Cole Palmer is the man again to bag the goal. And we have ourselves potentially another point in the Premier League if we can hold on to it. Palmer, the give and go works beautifully. And Maguire just can't cope with the pace. Lovely first time finish, although maybe Senna Lammers should have done better with that because it wasn't very in the corner, was it? Quite central. We'll take it. We'll very much take it. 5 minutes added on at Old Trafford. And a highlight with Man United in attacking possession. Not keen, I think is probably the phrase. The shape seems to be okay at the minute. Playing man through the middle there offside. I think it's Šeško, isn't it? And Burmo out wide here to Dorgu, though. What is the point in defenders? Bruno Fernandes at the back post. That seems to go through the shins of about 3 men there. I think what's actually happening on the pitch isn't actually definitive of what's actually... Like, how has that gone through 3 people there? I think what's happening is happening, if you know what I mean, in terms of Dorgu's crossed it, Fernandes has finished, but it's not very good at showing you what it is that's happening at the minute. Because that was just diabolical from a Sunday League perspective in terms of the way that it was visualised. Oh, far from pleased. Lost focus. Well, screw you, lads. You're the ones not performing at the back. So maybe if you could keep a clean sheet, I wouldn't shout at you every week. Carabao Cup away from home, apparently, in the drizzle, in the rain. Dubravka, Walker, Esteve, Humphreys, Hartman. That's a fullback for them. Hopefully against the more traditional 4-2-3-1, we might find things a bit more straightforward. I probably should have thrown Jurgensen in goal, actually. But Kubel, Shempong, Fofana, Chaloba, Harto. Changes in midfield, changes up top. I mean, I have changed things in the defence previously, but... with favourite C, I want us to play like it. But nothing seems to be working tactically. We've continued to tweak again. We've not had much of the ball, although we've just had a little bit of a burst in possession there. But we have created all of the chances here. Joao Pedro beats his man well. Delap with a 1-2. Surely on target. Yep, on target and in the back of the net. Good. Goal. Joao Pedro gives us the advantage here away from home in the 20th minute. But let's be honest, we've taken the lead in the last 3 games and we haven't won any of them. So don't get your hopes up. Oh, God. Almost every goal comes from out wide and then squared across. And then it just rebounded around again. How many rebounds have we seen this season as well? Walker beats his man. Squares it across the middle. Did the keeper get there? No, the defender sticks out a toe. Keeper saves it. And then it just bounces straight off Hannibal into the back of the net. 1-1 against Burnley. Might actually end up with something. No, Shempong's come forward and Burnley are going to deal with it. Although Delap's going to win that header. Keep the pressure on. Andre Santos, Enzo Fernandez, Lavia and Delap again. Right, this is more promising. Shempong's been very involved. The quality of the involvement has neither been excellent nor terrible, but he's been very heavily involved. And that build-up was really nice. It just didn't end in the goal. Shempong, it's a lovely through ball. Delap on the run. It's beating his man. And needs someone to cut back to here. There is Andre Santos. There is the second Chelsea goal on the hour mark. Oh, Gertrude. I can't tell you how much we need a victory. I don't care if it's only in the Carabao Cup. We desperately need to just get a win on the board to start the momentum rolling. There is the cutback. There is the run. That's what I've wanted from a lot of our attacking plays so far this season and haven't had. And they do what I want from them. And it works. Can you believe it? They're making changes. I was just about to make one of my own. Delap with 2 assists. Liam Delap is starting to be quite creative. I can't seem to get goals out of my strikers. He says Joao Pedro scored the first. Refresh. Can't seem to get regular goals out of my strikers. But creatively, again, out wide. I'm not sure. I might need to drop the wide men a bit deeper. Or change their roles, perhaps, in the out of possession tactics. Because they're just not helping. Esteve. Hannibal. Don't. Get to it. Challenge for it. Well up, Josh Shempong. He's been impressive. I've changed my mind. I said he's not done anything really that positive or negative. Just off the bar from Enzo Fernandez. Josh Shempong's actually been really solid. I can't deny it. Josh Shempong has genuinely just been quite good at right back. Again, it is Burnley. So I don't want to... I don't want to get too carried away with it. But we have just in general needed a result like this and a performance like this too. Obviously disappointed with the manner in which their goal came. But at the moment, I'll just take a dub any which way I can get it. Been told in live chat that as I record this on Monday, there are updates coming on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So whilst yes, we are getting another episode out, it's still going to be more buggy for this episode than the later episodes in the week hopefully will be. But a win. A win. Yes, you heard that correctly. A win. Well done. Shout out Liam Delap as well for his creativity on the right-hand side. That was brilliant. So Brighton with a more traditional 4-2-3-1 as well. Kadiolu and Vifa at fullback with Coppola and Dunk in the middle. Milner starts alongside Baleba. Danny Welbeck up top for them, making a couple of changes themselves. Yankuba Minter's going to tear us apart, I feel. But we'll do what we can. Right, we won our last game, so let's try and build on that if we can. Have I got a build on the last result thing? Not really. Let's go for our home form's important. Please don't mess it up. Have you been encouraged what you've seen by this team so far? Everyone's learning day by day. We'll trust the process. No is the hidden agenda there. Something might hopefully come from our attack. What can Shempong do with the throw? It's gone long to Joao Pedro. Andre Santos will find Bino Gittins and we'll work this around to the left-hand side. Harto's got Gittins there. Square it, lad. That's why you square it. That's why you square it. Liam Delap is coming of age in a Chelsea shirt. He's a creative genius, because he's got 4 assists so far this season. And now he's starting to put the ball in the back of the net as well himself. Gittins into the area, squares it across. Delap first time, perfect finish. Swept into the bottom corner. Up the Chelsea. We've not said that yet today. Highlight in first half stoppage time. This is just the sort of thing that terrifies you as a manager. Alright, that was worth waiting for. Thank you. And you wonder, that's why we can't get through games very quickly. We've been recording for an hour and a half, and this is only the 4th game we've been able to play because they take this long to get through. It's really frustrating, but like I say, more updates are coming. We're still in a beta phase. I'm trying not to be too negative, even though there is a lot that I dislike at the moment. Oh, Matoma rides that challenge. Brilliant. Oh, what a goal. You could just tell. What a goal. Kaoru Matoma has ripped the right back apart there. That showed a Shempong for the inexperienced youngster that he is. Matoma, watch the agility here as he turns inside as well to skip past the challenge. It's so good. I mean, you absolutely expect Fofana to do better than that, though. That is really poor from him to just square up and let him turn inside on his right foot. That's not good enough. But in general, I mean, he's on a yellow card, so he's probably scared to engage, but You're in the box, so I don't think you'd give a second yellow as well as a penalty. So just engage. They've scored anyway, so just engage. Can we maybe still sneak a winger? A winger? A winner. I don't need to sneak a winger. I need a winning goal. Cole Palmer, he's out on the wing though. Cut it back. Verbruggen has managed to put a stop to it. Come on, give me a last-minute highlight. Give me a last-minute highlight, even if it's going to make me really nervous that it's potentially going to be a Brighton winner. Give me a last-minute highlight. Nope. All right. Well, let's be positive. That's back-to-back unbeaten games. We're talking like a relegation-threatened side, but that's back to, you know, I'll just say you're unlucky. I don't want to be too harsh on them after that. I don't want to be too harsh on them after that at all. Really pleased that Liam Delap is doing very well. I think everyone can appreciate a goal of that calibre. Absolutely, I don't mind acknowledging that at all. We're 2 points above the relegation zone now, although everyone else has a game in hand, so we could technically go down to 19th if everybody else below us wins. Things for West Ham don't get any better though, do they? By the looks of things, unfortunately for them. Is that now stuck on my screen? No, good. Ah, Joao Pedro did pick up a knock in that. 2 weeks, there you go. 2 weeks after suffering a hamstring strain. I'm going to address the injury. No, we'll leave it to the physio. I'm not gonna do it. I don't like giving injections, really. It's not my go-to thing. When is the next game is against Benfica in 4 days' time. The fixture list is brutal, though there is a 2 week gap here, but I fear that's probably for an international break, and then it gets busy again. Okay. Well, look, let's take the positives. We have turned around our form. That's only 1 defeat in 4 games. Yes, we got smashed by Inter, but we took a point. We should have come away unbeaten against Man United as well and gotten a draw there. And there was only an individual moment of brilliance that undid us against Brighton. Otherwise, we'd have snuck a 1-0 win there as well. We are yet to keep a competitive clean sheet this season. That is the biggest standout. Scoring goals hasn't been amazing, but we have scored in every game we've played. But clean sheets are non-existent for us, apart from the 1-0 defeat against Brentford. Clean sheets have been the main issue for us. But it's brilliant to see Cole Palmer continue to smash the ball in the back of the net. He's got 6 goals in 6 games. And Liam Delap now has 5 contributions in 4 starts, which is superb. So with Joao Pedro now injured for a little while, we could put Liam Delap up there. I'll bring Cole Palmer on the right, and we'll leave Enzo Fernandez in the middle there because he's been pretty good in that central role as well. And Andre Santos has had 2 solid performances too. So we're starting to get a little bit more from the team. Now, if we can start the next FM episode after some updates to the game for Friday's stream, and the next episodes that will probably come to you over the weekend, then if we can get some good results in with the updates that hopefully suit us a bit more than anything else, then you know, we could genuinely start to improve. Obviously, Benfica at home should hopefully be a game we could get something from. Liverpool at home is going to be a really tough one, and that could kind of undo all of the previous good work, but we hope it doesn't. Forest away, Bilbao away is going to be tough as well. And Sunderland at home, we need a run of just more straightforward games. There just aren't any. There aren't any, really. Like, you get Wolves and Burnley, like, good, and then you've got Barcelona and Arsenal. And Leeds, Bournemouth, but then you've got Atletico Madrid, Everton, good. Nah, there's just... I don't have that break in the fixture list that could let us build up ahead of steam. But if we can figure it out, we'll do it together. And the board aren't pissed at me yet. So far, not so bad. Rather than so good. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying, of course. I very much appreciate it. And the support shown on the Football Manager content continues to ensure that it comes. You want to see more FM? Make sure you're engaging with all the FM content, and I very much appreciate it. And it will continue to come to you more and more and more regularly as you do so. That's all for today, though. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out all of the FC content a little bit later on this afternoon. But for now, thank you for watching here on Tuesday morning. Come and join me on stream a little bit later on today. And I'll see you somewhere soon.